Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Courtney. Today I'm bringing you a round of fall DIYs, including a DIY that's been on my bucket list to make for a really long time. Thanks to Tech Wrap for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get started. For this DIY, you want to grab one of these metal bottle caps from Dollar Tree and a styrofoam round. Now you could work with the whole round if you want to, but as you can see, I cut mine up into pieces and now I've got a slice. So that's right, I'm gonna make a faux pumpkin pie, but my goal here was to do something that hasn't been done. I really wanted to make it look realistic, so I hope you guys really like this. You want to start by grabbing some clay. The clay I'm using is Sculpey in the color orange, and you want to roll it out. Essentially, we're treating this clay like it is fondant or however you say that word. You want it not too thick, but don't get it too thin. Just enough to where you can cover it and it will cover the styrofoam nicely. Once it's rolled out, just wrap it onto your styrofoam. Just be gentle with it. You can kind of mold it. If you nick it or rip it or get any dents, just take a little bit of water, dab it, and you can smooth it over and get it fixed just like that. Now it is time to work on the crust. So you want to grab, this is Sculpey in the color tan, or just whatever color tan that you can find. And again, go through the same process where you roll it out, not too thick, not too thin. Then what I did was just set my pumpkin pie on top of that, trimmed the extra off, and then I just pushed it and kind of molded it to the orange. It made it adhere really well. And I did that until the pie was covered with the crust. And this is what the pumpkin pie is looking like so far. One of the reasons I really like the clay option here is it just looks realistic. Pumpkin pie kind of has that sheen, and this definitely gives off that whole vibe. So to finish it off, I just took some of the tan clay and I rolled it out, and I just kind of did the little crinkly winkly, we're just going to call it crinkly winkly crust, and I put that on there, just kind of smushed it to where it adhered to it. And then of course you can't have pumpkin pie without a little bit of whipped cream. So I bought this tub of whipped cream no, it's not whipped cream. It looks like whipped cream. I bought this tub of spackle on Amazon. I will link everything in today's video down below for you. And I just like it way better than the Dollar Tree version. It's real light, it's real fluffy. It legit looks like whipped cream, so don't do this craft around little kids. And I just used a piping bag, did a little dollop on there, and then this is good to go. Who remembers this interchangeable Dollar Tree DIY that I made? I've got a Christmas version, I've got a fall sign, I wanted to make a Halloween one. I will link the full tutorial for this DIY down below, but let me show you how I pulled my Halloween one together. For the Halloween version of this sign, I decided that I wanted to pick up some fabric to look like a candy corn. So I picked up some white, orange, and yellow fabric from Hobby Lobby, and I measured it out. Essentially, the pieces of fabric were about 6.3 inches wide by about 15 inches long, and I cut those the 3 pieces of fabric down to measure that. And then I went ahead and just used my Easy Press to get those creases out. I didn't want it to be all wrinkly. To get the fabric attached to the foam board, I just used some spray adhesive. I love the Gorilla Glue repositional. It kind of gives you the freedom to work with the fabric. And then this is going to be the star of my sign. So Tech Wrap has all kinds of vinyl, and one of the types of vinyl is glow-in-the-dark vinyl. I was so excited when I saw that and knew that that was what I wanted to put on this sign, because how cool for this sign to glow in the dark when it's night and it's dark and it's Halloween and it's all the things. So I just simply cut it out using the vinyl setting on my CRICUT. No issues. I used a mat to cut it out. It weeded really, really well. I actually like how this weeds, and their transfer tape is by far the best that I've used anywhere. So far, my favorite transfer tape. And I just put my design down. This isn't an iron-on vinyl, but it stuck really nicely to the fabric. And then that's it. This insert is ready to go into my sign. For this DIY, I'm going to be making over this little wooden Dollar Tree lantern. To start, trim off that twine and then grab yourself a hobby knife or a box cutter, X-Acto knife, whatever you have, and cut that X off the front of the lantern. Grab your favorite orange paint. I'm just going to use the Waverly chalk paint and the color pumpkin and paint your lantern orange. I grabbed this fun weeding tool that is from Tech Wrap, and I created a small, teeny tiny little design and cut it out with some permanent vinyl on my CRICUT. And that tool is perfect for getting all those little tiny spaces that you need to get weeded out. And once that was all weeded, I grabbed some vellum and trimmed it down so that it would fit inside of my lantern. Once that was finished, I did attach my decal. Now, I did opt to mirror my image so that my decal was on the inside of the vellum. It's just personal preference. Honestly, you can still see it when the lantern's not lit up through the vellum, but I just thought it was a little, I don't know. I just liked it better on the inside, so up to you whether you do that. To get this inside of the lantern, it was a little tricky to make the vellum kind of get flush against the front of the lantern, so the best way I found to secure it was to take a little bit of hot glue and put that at the base of the lantern on the inside, smush that vellum up against that, and then put some hot glue at the top of the lantern on the inside, and take a little tool and just kind of mesh it and get it stuck up there on the top, and then it was all secure. To get this finished off, I grabbed a ton of Dollar Tree florals and just kind of played around with it, hot gluing things to the top until I got it how I wanted it to look. And then this little lantern is ready to go. It is perfect size for a tier tray, bookshelf, to work into a tablescape, and the fact that it lights up at night is really, really fun. This next DIY has been a bucket list DIY for me, and that is a color changing beer can glass drink. I see these all over Etsy. I see them on Instagram, and I've been wanting to make one for forever. And when I found out Tech Wrap had color changing vinyl, I was all about that. Now, I did want to say that you can see these, they're kind of more on the white side. Some of them you can kind of tell what the color might change into, but that's part of the fun, I think, in my opinion. And if you don't have a CRICUT, I did want to throw out this suggestion. You could make one of these glasses by going onto Amazon, going to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and picking up some of the heavy duty punches and punch out. It might take a little bit more time, but you certainly could punch out vinyl pieces and attach these to the glasses yourself and do it that way. The first step to get this project going was to take whatever glass you do, whether it's a beer can glass from Tech Wrap or from Amazon, or a Dollar Tree glass, and clean it really good with some rubbing alcohol. Quick little tip here when you go to store your vinyl and you take it out. So number one, these slap bracelets are like all the things to keep your vinyl closed. But I will say, once you take that label off of your color vinyl, what I do inside the tube, I just write the color of it and then put CC for color changing, because sometimes some of them look very similar and you may not know what color is what. So anyway, and there's the slap bracelet again. I'm telling you, that's like the best little hack for that ever. Once you get your vinyl cut, there is a protective layer on this color changing vinyl, so you do have to peel that off. Once you get the piece cut, meaning like what size vinyl you need, peel that layer off, then stick it on your mat, run it through your CRICUT. I just used the vinyl setting on my CRICUT to get my design cut out, and then I was ready to start putting it together. Now, with this being the first time I've ever made one of these, there may be an easier way to do this, but this is how I put mine together. Now, my designs that I got for this, I went on to design bundles. I will link those designs down below because they're already sized for the beer can glass. And I mean, you can go in and adjust it, of course, but I just wanted more convenience. Using the graphic as my reference, I started with, because I have 3 colors, I started with the first color, put my transfer tape down, picked that up, went to the second sheet, just smushed it down, picked that image up, went to the third one, smushed it down, and then I had my whole design on my transfer tape, and then I just applied it to my glass. After I got that color changing one, I thought, okay, how about a glow in the dark glass? Because then at night when you're asleep, you can see where your glass is. And then Dollar Tree has these really cute mason jar cups. And I thought, I saw this and thought, okay, Halloween, that's gotta be a Halloween. So went through the same process. I used rubbing alcohol to clean the outside really well, cut 2 different colors of the glow in the dark vinyl. There is not a protective layer on that one. You just cut it as normal, use the vinyl setting. And I attached it to my glass. Now the designs again are from design bundles. I will link them down below. Attach it to the glass. Now just remember, with both of these glasses, you definitely want to hand wash these with soap and water, lukewarm water, don't use super hot water. And there you go, a glow in the dark glass that you can use for some spooky fun. And there you have it, another round of fall DIYs. Let me know down below which one of these was your favorite project. Also let me know when it comes to the desserts in fall, are you team pie or team cookie? And if so, what type? I would love to know. You can check out all the tech wrap products that I used in today's video down below in the description box. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Here are some more that you might enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!